Hi friends and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello. My name's George Agambar and I'm a UK music producer. Today's video is all about portfolio careers, and this is something that I feel has become increasingly important in today's society, especially for creatives. So if you want to learn a bit more about this, then make sure you stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and notification bell for new videos every Wednesday. And things will never be the same when I hear your name since you kissed me in the rain. Okay, so have you ever seen this meme before? My guess is that you probably have, or you can at least relate to it. And a couple of days ago, this popped back up on my timeline, and it really got me thinking. As a person in a creative industry, my career path, my career journey, isn't the same as I'd see people's in other industries. There are highs and lows to my career, and these happen at random and various times. And this took me a long time to begin to accept. But actually, I think it's really cool that as creatives, we have the opportunity to have what we call a portfolio career. A portfolio career is when you have multiple sources of income. So you could be a freelancer, you could be self-employed, or you could have multiple part-time jobs. For example, you could be a music producer who's also a singer, or a singer who also does graphic design and marketing, or a producer who also does mixing and mastering. Whatever combination of different skills and different job roles you'd like, really. And so today I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of having a portfolio career and why it's applicable in today's music industry. Number 1, the variation. Because you're working in lots of different job roles, nothing stays the same on a day-to-day basis. Every day is different, as you're not dedicating all your time to one specific job role. So effectively, you're always kept on your toes because you're constantly switching what you're having to do. Number 2, you're in control. This is one of the joys of having a portfolio career. You can choose what work you want to do and when you want to do it. For example, if you offer both mixing and mastering, and then decide that actually you want to dedicate more time to mixing and maybe push mastering to the side for a bit, you're free to do that. You can decide that. Number 3, there is a sense of security. Now, this does overlap a little bit with my last point, but because you have multiple sources of income, if one suddenly starts to dry up a bit, it's not as big of a worry because you have the other sources of income to fall back on. Effectively, redundancy may not be such a worry to some people with portfolio careers. Number 4, you could be considered as more desirable. And this is because you can bring lots of different skills to your client and to your client's project. For example, you may be a producer who can also sing. Therefore, you can do the backing vocals for a client on their track, and they won't have to source another session singer to come in and record them. And because you have both of those skills, you're instantly more desirable to that client. Number 5, you can reach your full potential. As creatives, it's very, very rare that we're only good at one thing, but of course it's not impossible. But most of the creative people I know are either multi-talented or multi-instrumentalists. And by having a portfolio career, it allows us to use all these skills. Number 1, you may not have as much financial security as a typical job. On a monthly basis, it's up to you to bring the work in. And 1 month, there may not be as much work available, or you may not have as much time to source out the work. And therefore, that month, you may not earn as much, putting it quite plainly. Number 2, you need good time management. Now, this is only a con if your time management isn't very good already, but it is an opportunity to improve it. Because you're working on lots of different projects, you'll have lots and lots of different deadlines. So you need to make sure that you're really organised and on top of things to meet all these deadlines and finish all the projects to the best of your abilities in time. Number 3, it can sometimes be really hard to explain what you do. The number of times I've had people come up to me and say, "What do you actually do?" And then I answer them and they look slightly confused is amazing. Because you have a portfolio career, you don't have one specific job role. Sure, you may have a prominent job role, and it may be easier to just say, "I'm a music producer," than say, "I'm doing this, this, and this, and I also do a bit of this." And so it's always a bit tricky to really pinpoint exactly what you do for work. Number 4, you have to network. Now, I think that networking is really important all across the music industry, but it is essential to people with portfolio careers. And this is because a lot of the work that you get will either be from word of mouth and clients leaving you good reviews, or from someone recommending you to someone else. And so again, this is only really a con if you hate networking. But with this type of portfolio career, I'm afraid that you really cannot avoid it. And number 5, progress looks different. In a typical job, you work hard, you get everything done, you do everything well, and you get promoted. And that's seen as you making progress. As a creative, you have so many ups and downs coming at various times and various points of your career. It's like that meme that I showed at the beginning of this video. And that can be discouraging to say the least. But what I've learned is that just because your progress looks different to others, doesn't mean that it isn't still progress. Now, I'm not completely disregarding the importance of specialists in the industry. They're really important to us, especially with the projects with the larger budgets, as using a specialist will often increase the overall quality of the final product. And so, whilst portfolio careers are becoming more and more popular, specialism is still very, very important, and you can still make a really good career for yourself specialising in something. And I'd want to say that I think every career has its pros and its cons, and its advantages and disadvantages. I'm not here to tell you what type of career to have. It's all about what works for you and what career you'd like for yourself. To sum up, portfolio careers are becoming more and more important and prominent in the music industry. My best advice would be to keep developing your skills in as many different areas as you can and to learn as much as possible and also to get good at networking. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful and interesting. Let me know what you thought in the comments below and if there are any other videos you'd like to see in the future. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and I will see you again soon.